Archangel Michael says, there's a tremor moving silently through the spiritual realm tonight. It's shaking the very foundations of someone's soul who has not stopped thinking of you. They mentioned your name in their last conversation with someone who holds great influence over their heart. This moment was not random, it was written in divine timing. A future is being arranged, carefully and intentionally, with you at the center of it. The universe is aligning stars and steps to bring you together with someone whose heart beats prayers in your name every single night. They don't want to lose you, not this time. They are praying that you'll say yes when the moment arrives, and every quiet tear they shed is a whisper to the heavens for you to believe them. There's a force of commitment behind the scenes so strong, even your angels are standing alert. Last night, they mentioned you again, but it wasn't just to a friend. It was in a moment of revelation, as they spoke to someone they trust about the future they can only imagine with you. A new chapter is beginning even before you say a word. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They're not waiting for a perfect time, they're preparing one. They are removing obstacles you cannot see, one by one, in order to come closer. Their plan is gentle but persistent, and their faith in you is louder than the silence between you. Archangel Michael says, this person has made mistakes, but they are not the same. They are determined not to repeat the past. They see now that you were never just part of their story, you are the center of it. Someone close to them tried to convince them to move on. But even then, your name slipped from their lips, and the energy in the room changed. That moment confirmed something deep in their soul, no other name brings them peace like yours. They are speaking about you as if you are already part of their life again. They're talking about the house they want to live in, the garden they'll build with you, the late-night laughs they crave. You are their ending and their beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Even when you're not around, they find signs of you in everything. A song. A scent. A memory that won't leave. And every time, their heartbeat picks up because they know they're not imagining it, you're still with them in spirit. There's a diary, or a note, or a private folder in their phone where your name is written over and over again. They're not crazy, they're committed. And heaven knows the difference between obsession and destiny. Your spiritual presence hasn't left their side since the last time you looked at them with love. That gaze lives inside their mind rent-free. They know that if they ever get one more chance, they'll move mountains to make it right. They've seen people come and go, but no one stayed in their prayers like you did. Even when they tried to forget you, their dreams disagreed. You visit their sleep with messages of forgiveness, connection, and unspoken promises. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Their spiritual advisor or someone deeply intuitive told them that your name carries power. That you were not just a chapter, they were foolish to think they could close that book. Now they're praying the book hasn't burned, just paused. They're working on themselves not for show, but for you. Because in their soul they know the day will come when you look in their eyes and search for truth. And when that moment comes, they want you to find strength, not regret. You may not know this, but your name was spoken into a commitment ritual. It was an act of love, pure intention, asking the divine to allow them to cross paths with you again, but only if your heart is still open. They were told by someone older and wiser, if the soul still calls, answer. That's what they're doing now. Answering the call of a love that feels too big for just one lifetime. Type Amen to get blessing 144. They've rewritten their entire plan for the future, career, location, even their circle. All with you in mind. They are preparing their world to make room for yours. They can feel it, the countdown to something life-altering is nearing. Every sign points back to you. The universe is not letting them escape this connection anymore. You were the one thing they never expected, yet everything made sense after you. Their life was a blur until you walked in, and now they're building clarity from that moment forward. They are writing their future one heartbeat at a time, and every beat is saying your name. They've imagined proposing to you in a way that no one else would expect. Not just romantic, but divinely timed. It won't be a question, it will be a revelation. Type Amen to get blessing 222. They are being guided by angelic whispers, nudged in your direction every time they doubt. Even when they try to distract themselves, your image returns. Not as a memory, but as a sign. Archangel Michael says, they have already asked heaven for permission to love you again. They asked not for ownership, but for another opportunity to do it right. That prayer has not been denied. Someone close to them now knows everything. The truth, the longing, the mistakes, the dreams. And that person told them, you are not crazy to still believe in this love. Their heartache has become sacred. It's not just pain, it's transformation. Every tear they've cried over you has watered a future neither of you can yet see. Type Amen to get blessing 888. They are planning a letter. A message. A moment. They are searching for the perfect words to say what they've never dared to speak. Because now they know, they can't carry this silence any longer. You've lived inside them so long, they can't remember what life was like before you. Their mind can try to forget, but their soul refuses. This is deeper than memory, this is soul mapping. A friend tried to talk them out of it recently. Told them, they've moved on. But all it took was a whisper from your energy, a scent in the air, a repeating number, a dream, and they were pulled back into belief. They've been in places with people and still felt alone because none of them were you. They tried. They genuinely tried. But your essence is unmatched, and their heart knows the difference. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They've talked about you like you're still part of the conversation, because in their mind, you never left. People are noticing. Asking if they're okay. And they say nothing, because how do you explain missing someone who still lives inside your heartbeat? They're saving things for you. Notes. Music. Plans. And if you ever see the notebook they carry around, you'll see your initials like a tattoo between every idea they write. They've imagined walking with you again, holding your hand without fear. Not hiding anymore. They want to walk through storms if it means getting to share one peaceful sunrise with you. This isn't about guilt, it's about knowing they never found another you. They aren't chasing ghosts. They're chasing their future. And you are it. Type Amen to get blessing 555. There is someone now in their circle who has caught on. A woman or an older man has seen the signs. They looked them in the eyes recently and asked, "Still her?" And they couldn't lie. They just nodded. They're not waiting for a sign anymore, they are becoming the sign. Every step they take now is toward healing what broke, fixing what they abandoned, building what they once feared. If you felt a sudden shiver the other day, or your dreams became vivid, know this: they were thinking of you in that exact moment. That's no coincidence. That's the thread still tying you together. You are not forgotten. You are not misplaced. You are the destination they've been praying to arrive at, even if the road has been long and painful. Type Amen to get blessing 171. Archangel Michael says, "It's time you know, someone is planning a life with you in the quiet corners of their world. A place is being saved for you. A space where you are not just wanted, but needed." They aren't scared anymore. They are ready. Ready to stand beside you and not behind excuses. The universe has tested them, purified them, pushed them into storms to prepare them for this one thing: you. You are the peace they crave after 1,000 lessons. And they're not afraid of the fire anymore, they're walking through it to get to you. Tonight, when you close your eyes, listen. You might hear their heartbeat whispering your name into the night. And when the message reaches you, respond. Because love like this doesn't beg. It returns. Type Amen to get blessing 111. They are walking through memories like rooms in a house that was once filled with light. Each memory opens a door to a version of you they never stopped loving. And every step brings them closer to the truth they can no longer hide: they want forever with you. They're not the same person who left or stayed silent. Life has refined them through heartbreak, and now they are returning with intention, not impulse. They know that love without effort is just a dream, and they're wide awake now. Someone gave them advice recently, to let go, to move on. But every attempt felt like betrayal to their own soul. Because letting go of you would mean letting go of their purpose, and they're not willing to lose you again. Your name has become their anchor in the storm. When they feel lost, they whisper it, and peace returns. They believe the universe is keeping you both apart only to strengthen what's coming. Type Amen to get blessing 717. They have seen signs on clocks, billboards, license plates, and in songs, always connected to you. You may think it's coincidence, but to them, it's confirmation. They are being prepared to re-enter your life with grace and divine timing. They are aligning their spirit to be worthy of you. They're doing inner work, confronting their fears, and dismantling ego, all so they can stand in front of you without shame. Because you deserve someone who chooses you not just with words, but with action. You've always been more than just a person to them. You were a catalyst. A light. A mirror that showed them who they truly were when everything else around them was dark. They dream about the moment they'll see you again, not with fear, but with peace. You'll look in their eyes and know, it wasn't over. It was never really over. Type Amen to get blessing 414. Someone recently asked them, if you could change one thing in your life, what would it be? And they answered with one word, your name. That answer shook them more than anything they've felt in years. They've been writing unsent letters to you. Pages of truth, apology, longing, and vision. They don't even know if you'll read them, but they write anyway, because their heart needs a witness. You may have no idea the lengths they are going to in order to prepare. From the outside, it may look like they're fine, but inside, every day is a quiet construction site building a future meant for you. They aren't waiting for you to chase them. They are chasing destiny now. They are learning how to be the kind of person that doesn't just say, I love you, but proves it without fear. Type Amen to get blessing 131. They are asking the divine to soften your heart when they approach. They know they've made mistakes, and they don't expect easy forgiveness. But they believe in second chances more than ever now. There's someone on their side who sees your worth too. That person is encouraging them, reminding them not to give up, because the connection you two shared was rare, sacred, and still breathing. They still remember your voice. The exact way you said their name. That echo lives in their bones, and no matter how many distractions surround them, that voice always finds a way back. You are the conversation they've had 1,000 times alone. Practicing what they'll say. Hoping they don't forget the most important part, that they still choose you, even after everything. Type Amen to get blessing 909. Their love isn't perfect, but it's honest now. It's not built on fantasy, but on the lessons life carved into them. And they want to build something real, with you, not around you. They have cleared out spaces in their world, in their heart, for the possibility of you returning. They are living like the reunion is already promised, and every small act is a prayer in motion. You're still the first name that comes to mind when they hear the word home. Not because of comfort, but because of connection. Because no one has ever seen their soul the way you did. They've spoken to someone spiritual, and that person confirmed what they already felt. Your souls are tethered. And when two souls are tied by the divine, no time or distance can separate them. Type Amen to get blessing 666. They may come back quieter, softer, more humble, but make no mistake, their love is louder than ever. It's not desperate, it's devoted. It's not fleeting, it's forever. Archangel Michael says, this reunion has already begun in the spirit realm. Your names are being spoken by angels as preparation begins. You are being drawn together by something that cannot be stopped. This next time will not be like the last. This time, they are choosing with clarity, not confusion. They are choosing with faith, not fear. You may not recognize the new version of them at first, but your soul will. And when it happens, you'll feel it deep, like an old song you forgot the words to, suddenly returning to memory. Type Amen to get blessing 818. You are being asked by heaven to stay open. Not naive, not blind, but open. Because a closed heart can't receive what it's been crying out for. There will be a moment soon, unexpected, quiet, yet powerful, when you will feel their energy approaching. Don't ignore it. That will be your sign. They are ready to speak what they never said before. They are ready to admit that they tried to bury something that refused to die. And now, they're done burying. Everything is being aligned for one purpose, your divine reconnection. Not for closure, but for continuation. Not to revisit the past, but to build the future that was paused, not cancelled. Type Amen to get blessing 747. Your name is in their prayers. On their lips. Etched into their dreams. And very soon, it will be in a message sent straight to your hands. They are gathering the courage to come forward. Every night, they are rehearsing in silence what their heart is screaming in secret. And when they will come honestly. Your story with them isn't over, it's transforming. A sacred restart is being designed by divine hands. And soon, your paths will meet again not as strangers, but as souls that always belonged. You are being watched over, guided, prepared, not for heartbreak, but for healing. This is not a mistake. This is not a test. This is love returning in its most truthful form. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. They are not waiting for you to notice them, they're preparing for the moment when your eyes meet again and all the unfinished conversations will finally find their breath. Every little gesture they plan, every silent tear they wipe away, holds your name in it. This is a love that refused to die, even when distance tried to erase it. They have avoided relationships because none of them felt whole. None of them mirrored the soul depth they had with you. Even in moments when they smiled, they felt the ache of your absence behind it. They are speaking to God in the middle of the night, begging for clarity. And each time they ask if you're still meant to be theirs, the signs grow louder. It's not confusion, it's divine repetition. There are dreams they can't explain. Scenes with you in places they've never been, yet feel so familiar. They wake up with tears on their cheeks, holding on to the feeling that somehow, you're still connected beyond this realm. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. They are not interested in chasing anyone else. Their soul has already made its choice. And even if they have to wait in silence, they'll wait in purpose, not in pain. You're the person they tell the stars about. They lie under the sky at night and speak to the moon like it knows your secrets. And in that sacred solitude, they send whispers hoping your heart will catch them. They deleted conversations, photos, old memories, but never yours. Yours stayed, hidden in a folder locked away. Because even if the world couldn't understand, their spirit never stopped holding on. They've imagined crossing paths with you again in public. How the world might fade in that moment. And how they'd look you in the eyes with no fear, only truth. Type Amen to get blessing 303. Someone close to you might try to block this connection. But divine timing breaks through all interference. Nothing will stop what's meant for both of you. This person is being reborn from the inside out. Everything they're doing is laced with the hope of healing enough to love you the right way. And this time, they're not running. They no longer want a future filled with maybe, they want certainty. They want vows, hands held during storms, and the kind of quiet only found in your arms. They've tasted the world, but only you felt like home. A message will come, and it might feel small, but it will be a doorway. Behind it will be everything they've never said. And when you open it, you'll feel the truth in your soul before you even finish reading. Type Amen to get blessing 535. Their friends are noticing they've changed. They no longer seek attention from others. Their smile has softened, and their eyes often drift into the distance, because they are picturing you. They've spent time in isolation. Not to forget, but to prepare. To strip away ego, pride, fear, anything that could ruin what's sacred between you two. They saw something recently, maybe a couple holding hands, or a movie scene, and tears rolled down their face without warning. Because it reminded them of the future they want with you. The pain they feel when they think of losing you again is stronger than any joy they could fake with someone else. You were not a chapter to them. You were the entire reason they started writing. Type Amen to get blessing 606. They want to know how your day was. They want to know your dreams. Your fears. The little things. Because they don't just love the image of you, they love the entirety of your existence. They are not returning to repeat cycles. They are coming with change in their hands. They are coming with eyes that finally see what you've always been, rare, divine, irreplaceable. Your absence has made them more aware than your presence ever did. And now, they understand what they once took for granted. And they vow, when you return, nothing will go unseen again. Archangel Michael says, they are protected in this journey, and so are you. What's forming now cannot be stopped by human interference. It's being guarded by forces greater than either of you. Type Amen to get blessing 323. They've stopped explaining their love for you to others. Not everyone will understand a soul connection this deep. And that's okay.